Hello. So last time we had finished with the ratio part. We had completed with exercise 1A. So today I'm going to teach you about proportion. Okay. In case of ratio, let's take an example. Suppose the ratio of number of girls to number of boys is given as 4:5. Okay. And let's say another ratio, number of girls we don't know in that, and the number of boys is given to us as 10. Okay. So when do we say that two ratios are said to be in proportion whenever both the ratios have equal values or they are equal. Okay, when two ratios are equal, we say that those two ratios are in proportion. Now in this case, 4:5 is the number of, means 4 girls are there and 5 boys are there, and total number of children will be how much? 4 plus 5, that is 9. Now here we don't know what is the number of girls. So now how to calculate? Cross multiply. So when you cross multiply, 4 into 10 is equal to 5x, or you can write down 4 into 10 upon 5 will give you the value of x. Correct. So the value of x is going to be 8. Correct. Correct. आणि सबस्टिट्यूट करायचं तर सगळ्यात बेस्ट ऑप्शन. हां, सो तुम्हाला कळलं व्हॉट इज प्रपोर्शन? टू रेशोज वेन दे आर इक्वल दे आर सेड टू बी इन प्रपोर्शन. हां, सो आता हे मी तुम्हाला सांगितलं इन टर्म्स ऑफ नंबर्स, बट इफ इट इज रिटन लाईक दिस, a upon b is equal to c upon d, we are going to write this down as a into d is equal to b into c. So this is normal proportion. Okay. Now when I talk about continued proportion, what is the meaning of continued proportion? If let's say for example, I am going to say A, B and C are in proportion, in continued proportion. So how am I going to write it down? A upon B is equal to B upon C. So basically we are going to say B square is equal to AC. So this is continued proportion. So you understood the meaning of normal proportion and continued proportion. Now let us go to the textbook part. See, an equality of two ratios is called as a proportion. So if we say A, B, C, D are 4 quantities in proportion, then we can write down that AD is equal to BC. So what are these A, B, C, D called as? They are called as the terms of the proportion. And the first and the second, third and fourth. So basically now in this case, okay, A into D. See now if you can see A and D, okay, these are quantities which are in extreme. Okay, so product of extremes is equal to product of mean. These numbers are called as mean numbers. Okay, so we say product of extreme is equal to product of means. So have you understood which are the extremes? So if I say 5, 6, 8 and 10 are in continued proportion, which are the extremes? 5 and 10 are called as the extremes. Okay, and the mean numbers 6 and 8. But this is in case of normal proportion. But if I say that 7, 9 and 10 are in continued proportion, then in that case 7 upon 9 is equal to, so in this case which are the extremes? 7 and 10, and which is the mean? Understood? Okay, so that is the product of extremes is equal to product of means. This you have to understood. This is called as cross product rule. And if we say B is the mean proportional, then B is represented as square root of A into C. जे आपण मगाशी बघितलं. Okay. So now let us go to application number 1. Illustration, example number 1. They have given 2.4, 3.2, 1.5 and 2 are in proportion because these numbers satisfy the property of product of extremes is equal to product of means. Means when do we say that four numbers are in proportion? When product of mean comes out to be equal to product of extremes, that time we say that they are in proportion. Means they have to give us the same number. Okay. So now if you see over here, there are four numbers A, B, C and D. So A into D is equal to B into C. Is it coming equal? Yes. 2.4 into 2 is 4.8 and 3.2 into 1.5 is 4.8. So we can say that LHS is equal to RHS. So that we will conclude by this that they are in proportion. Understood? Okay. Second example is easier. I want you to do the fourth example. See, now they have given us 1, 2, two numbers and the third proportion you have to find out. Okay, the third number is not given to you. So let us say that that number is x. So fourth proportional is x. So let's say 2 by 3, sorry, we are doing the fourth one. 2 by 4, 9 by 6 and the third is said to be x. Okay, now if you see there are only three numbers in proportion. So this is an example of continued proportion. So continued proportion. Wait. So if I say so what are the numbers? 2.4, 9.6, correct, no? 2.4 and 9.6. We say 9.6 is in continued proportion. So what is the value of x? X will be 9.6 into 9.6 upon 2.4. 13.4. 38.4. Understood this part? Easy? Now, in the fifth sum, if you see, find the mean proportion between 1.25 and 1.8. Means now, in this case, the middle number is not given to us. You have to find out the middle number. So, b square is equal to 1.25 into 1.8. That is 2.25. So, b will be square root of 2.25. That is 1.5. Okay. So, here we have studied about proportion and continued proportion. Now the next part is very important, that is properties of proportion. So when we talk about properties of proportion, do you remember in I think 9th standard you had studied this? Invertendo, componendo, dividendo का 10th, 9th standard? 8th मध्ये नक्की नाही. 9th किंवा 10th, I think 9thच असेल. Okay. So आता what is invertendo? So as the name suggests, you have to just take the reciprocal of both the ratios. So let's say when we talk about invertendo, if let's say I say 1 upon 2 is a ratio, and if we need to take invertendo of that, what will be invertendo of this? 8 upon 1. Then there is a concept called as alternando. Let's say 2 upon 4 is equal to 4 upon 8. So in alternando what you can do is, you can interchange these two values. So how am I going to write it? 8 upon 4 is equal to 4 upon 2. Have you understood what I did? I have altered these two values. So that is alternando. Hello. Okay. So, have you understood what is alternando? You can replace these values. Okay, that is alternando. Next comes componendo. So, in componendo, if you can see, if let us say A upon B is equal to C upon D. So, when we talk about componendo, what we are going to do is the denominator part we are going to add into the numerator on both sides, and denominator part will remain as it is. So, let me take an example and explain. One note, not responding. Okay. So let us take an example. Let us take 5 upon 10. 5 upon 10 is equal to 25 upon 50. If this is the ratio that is given to us. If you want to take componendo, how will you do this? The denominator part you have to add into the numerator, correct? So this is 50. Okay, if this is the ratio given to us, then when we take componendo, you have to add the denominator on both sides and keep the denominator as it is. So now in this case, can we say 15 upon 10 is equal to 75 upon 50? So this is called as componendo. Understood what is componendo? Then let us go to dividendo. So in dividendo, what we are going to do is, we are going to subtract denominator from both sides. Now here in this case, we will get a negative number, but negative number is not there in ratio and proportion. So I will take another example. To componendo, I am going to subtract the denominator from both sides. Sorry, when we do dividendo, because componendo we add the denominator, dividendo we subtract the denominator. So now 1 upon 9 comes out to be equal to 10 upon 90. So is it correct? They are still in proportion. So that is called dividendo. And componendo, dividendo together. So go and see over here. If you see, if you apply both componendo and dividendo, what you can see over here is A plus B upon A minus B will be equal to C plus D upon minus D. So it's a combination of both componendo and dividendo together. Understood? So in componendo dividendo, the denominator part that you are going to add in the numerator, and the denominator part is also going to alter itself, because numerator minus denominator will be there in the denominator part. Understood? Similarly, the next seventh one is also important, seventh property. See, if we say A upon B is equal to C upon D is equal to E upon F, and let us say that all these ratios are equal to K, where K is a constant. So then A is equal to BK, C is equal to DK, and E is equal to FK. If you substitute in the value, you can see A plus C plus E upon B plus F, that comes out to be equal to K. In this case, if you see, all the numerator part are going to get added upon all the denominator part. This is called as addendum. This property was not there in 9th. But you just have to remember that all the numerators you have to add upon all the denominators you have to add. You will get one constant. Subtrahendo is in the similar way. You have to subtract all the numerators upon all the denominators. So that is subtrahendo. Huh? Huh. So let us see if it is remaining like that or no. Let us take one example of two ratios that are in proportion. Can anybody tell me any example where two ratios are in proportion? Give me any example. Let's say if we take 4, 4 upon 6. So if I say this is equal to, they are in proportion. Let's apply componendo dividendo. I need the numerator part bigger than the denominator. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to change this. Because we don't want a negative number. So what I'm going to do, 7 upon 6. And here it will be 35. Now apply componendo dividendo. So 7 minus 6, 7 plus 6 upon 7 minus 6 is equal to 35 plus 30 upon 35 minus 30. So what's the answer? 7 plus 6 is 13 upon 1, 65 upon 5. Are they in the same ratio? Are they in proportion, both the ratios? How come? Why are you saying no? How to check whether they are in proportion? Cross multiply and see. You get the same answer. That means they are in proportion. समझ में आया? Easy? नक्की का भावना मला चेहऱ्यावर दिसत नाहीये, कळलंय. Okay. So next. Okay, so let us take an example. Example number 2. They have given us 3 ratios which are in proportion. So A upon 3 is equal to B upon 4 is equal to C upon 7. We have to prove that A plus B plus C upon C is equal to 2. Okay, if they have given us this ratio, you have to, by addendo property, add all the numerator upon all the denominators. Okay, so A plus B plus C upon 14 you get. Now they have given it that is equal to C upon 7. Correct, because A upon 3 is equal to B upon 4, that is equal to C upon 7. So if you equate it, you will get A plus B plus C upon C is equal to 14 upon 7. That is, the value comes out to be equal to 2. समझ में आया? A upon 3 is equal to B upon 4 is equal to C upon 7. I'll show you. A upon 3 is equal to B upon 4 is equal to C upon 7. So by addendo, what are you going to do? Add all the numerators upon all the denominators. So what answer will you get? A plus B plus C, that is equal to 3 plus 4 plus 7. Okay. So addendo property से हमें क्या मिलता है? A plus B plus C upon 14. Now this part we are going to equate it to C upon 7. Why? Because we want C in the denominator. Okay. क्या होता? If they had told us to find out A plus B plus C upon B, तो क्या किया होता हमने? हाँ. Understood? So now here in this case, you have to again, by alternando, you can change this to A plus B plus C upon C. That comes out to be equal to 14 upon 7. That is equal to 2. By alternando property. You have altered this, you have taken here, and this, you have transferred it over here. Kalla? Alternando. You can alternate. Okay, so now let us move to example number 3. Please somebody read example number 3 and tell me what they have done over here. You have to understand the word problem very well. Huh? A dealer mixes tea costing rupees 6.92 per kg with tea costing rupees 7.77 per kg. And sells the mixture at 8.80 per kg and earns a profit of 7 integer 1 upon 2% on his sale price, in what proportion does he mix them? So basically cost price we need to find out. Okay, the selling price is given to us. So if we want to find out the cost price, then consider that the selling price is rupees 100. Whenever selling price is not mentioned, you have to consider it as 100. Okay. Now we know profit हमें कब मिलता है? Selling price minus cost price. So they have used the same technique. So therefore CP is equal to 100 minus 17 1 upon 2. So convert that mixed fraction into improper fraction. How will you convert? 17 into 2 plus 1 upon 2. That is 34 plus 1 upon 2. Solve it. Find out what is 100 minus 17 integer. So 100 minus 17 integer 1 upon 2. So I am going to convert it as 100 upon 1 minus 35 upon 2. समझ में आया ये? Now what you need to do? Take LCM. LCM is 2. So 200 minus 35. So what is the answer? 200 minus 35? 165 upon 2. If you want to again convert it to mixed fraction, कैसे करोगे? You have to divide 165 by 2. $84. So आपण लिहिताना कसं लिहितो? Quotient remainder upon divisor. So that is 82 integer 1 upon 2. Correct? So they have done the same thing over here. Correct? Now if SP, now in the second condition they have given the SP value equal to 8.80. So how to calculate CP? Using this. Okay, so 165 into 8.80 divided by 2 into 100. So CP of the mixture comes out to be 7.26. Have you understood this part? Nahin? See, now when SP is 100, what is the value of CP? Okay, I'll show it to you like this. Wait. See, SP जब 100 था, what was the value of CP? 165 upon 2, बरोबर? Now, SP is 8.80. So how will you calculate CP? Let us say this is X. So cross multiply. When you cross multiply, what you will get? 100x is equal to 165 into 8.80. Correct? So how will you calculate X? 165 into 8.80 upon 100. What is the answer? $14.16? हाँ 2 घेतला नाही आहे मी इकडे करेक्ट हे 2 पण इथे पाहिजे ना नाही 2 इथे नाही इथे पाहिजे सॉरी इथे पाहिजे सो 2 मल्टिप्लाइड बाय 10 येणार करेक्ट ना आता चेक करा आला आन्सर अंडरस्टूड Please write down in between steps because I'm showing you those steps. Okay, please write them down. So 7.26 मिळालं. आता CP of the mixture is, you have the CP of mixture. Now second difference is equal to profit by selling 1 kg of the second kind at 7.26. So now you have to find out the profit. So how will you find out the profit? SP minus CP will give you the profit. So they have done the same thing. 7.77 में से 7.26 subtracted. So you get the answer as 51 paise. And 7.26 minus 6.92, answer is 34 paise. So which is greater? 51 paise. So the second difference is 51 is to 34 or 3 is to 2. That is our required ratio in the sum. Understood? Understood? Any doubts? Pakka. Online students, if any doubts? No online students. Okay. So let us start with exercise 1B. Do you want to write down this? I think you write down example number 13. Sorry, 3. Write it down. Pehle se sab, everything. If you have doubt, you can ask me. That's the reason. Understand this? This is a very, very important example. Please mark it also. I understand whether you have understood or no. See, they have mentioned here that he sells the mixture at 8.80 per kg. So selling price is now given to us. Initial ह्याला selling price आपल्याला दिलेली नव्हती. So we took it as 100. Hello. I think so after this, we'll be starting with exercise 1B. Please understand this sum and do it on your own so that example becomes easier for you. Also, this example is important, so please mark it. Please, if you have any doubt, ask. Okay, that's the reason I'm telling you to write it down. And tomorrow, not tomorrow, on Friday, when we have our class, bring log and anti-log का table also. ते table book असतं ना, log anti-log. असेल का कोणाकडे? नाही? पण ठीक आहे, इथे आपल्याला करता येईल डाउनलोड. We will do that. So ते पण एक जस्ट मी शिकवून ठेवणार आहे. कॅल्क्युलेटरवरच कॅल्क्युलेट करायचं आहे, बट स्टील यू शुड नो दॅट ऑल्सो. लास्ट टाइम मी नव्हतं एक्सप्लेन केलं लॉग टेबल, पण ह्या वेळेला मला करावंसं वाटतंय, म्हणजे यू अंडरस्टँड की हाऊ टू फाइंड आउट. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 are very easy. Okay, I'm going to discuss each and everything, but I want first answer will be given by Bhavana, second by you, third by you, fourth by you, fifth by Hitesh, and then sixth and seventh. Okay, we will solve it together, but I want you to solve it that individually. Yes, सोप्पं वाला भावना बघ, मी तुला सोप्पं वाला दिलंय. तुला सगळ्यात सोपं आहे प्रिया, सोपं आहे. तिला सेकंड आहे. बघ सगळ्यात सोपं तुला दिलं भावना मी, हो की नाही? The fourth proportional to 4, 6, 8 is. So 4 upon 6 is equal to 8 upon x. आलं? सोपं आहे. 12. भावना सांगते आपल्याला आन्सर. भावना कसं काढणार? 4 upon 6 is equal to 8 upon x. 8 upon x. क्रॉस मल्टिप्लाय टू सॉल्व. किंवा आणखीन एक इझी मेथड आहे. 4 upon 6 आहे रेशो, मग 6ला 4ला कशाने मल्टिप्लाय केलं की 8 मिळणार, म्हणजे डिनॉमिनेटरला पण 2 नी. सो 6 2 जा 12. इन दिस वे यू हॅव टू सॉल्व द सम. मी हे सगळे सोल्युशन्स पण आपल्या ग्रुपवर पाठवलेले आहेत. हो, हे पण टाकले मी. आता दरवेळेला मी असंच करणार आहे की समजा तुमचं इथे लिहून नाही झालं किंवा तुम्हाला बॅक जाऊन रेफर करायचं असेल तर सोल्युशन्स तुमच्याकडे असतील. लॉगचं पण मी असंच करणार आहे. करेक्ट? हे सम कळलंय सगळ्यांना? इफ यू वॉन्ट प्लीज राईट इट डाऊन. आता नेक्स्ट, द थर्ड प्रपोर्शनल टू 12, 18 इज. सो थर्ड प्रपोर्शनल आहे म्हणजे हे कंटिन्यूड प्रपोर्शन आहे, हे लगेच कळलं पाहिजे. सो 12 upon 18 इज इक्वल टू 18 upon x करून सॉल्व. आन्सर इज 27, ऑप्शन बी. सेकंडचा आन्सर आहे ऑप्शन बी. फर्स्टचा आन्सर होतो ऑप्शन ए. सेकंडचा आन्सर आहे ऑप्शन बी. If you don't understand Marathi in between, I'm going to be talking in English, so you're not missing out on anything. Don't worry. Understood this one? Easy? Now the third one, Limaye is going to tell us the third one. Answer is 45, ऑप्शन सी. अच्छा, तुमच्याकडे नाही आहे का समोर? आत्ता आहे ना? नाही. ओके, so we know that since there are 3 numbers, mean proportional will be this number 81. Okay, we have to find out the mean proportional between 25 and 81. Okay, so b square is equal to square root of 25 into 81. So 25 हा 5 चा स्क्वेयर है और 81 हा 9 चा स्क्वेयर है. 25 ये 5 का स्क्वेयर है और 81 9 का स्क्वेयर है. So that is why the value of x is 5 into 9, that is 45. Fourth answer, the number which has the same ratio to 26, that 6 has to 13. So 6 upon 13 is equal to dash upon 26. 12 is the correct answer. Good. So option, none of these. None of these is the correct option. Now the fifth one, Hitesh. Fourth proportional. So 2a upon a square. म्हणजे 2 upon a is equal to hmm 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 okay. So AC upon 2 is your final answer. Option A is the correct option for the fifth problem. Try to understand it, okay? The solutions are provided to you, but I want you to understand the sum. काही कळलं नाही तर आत्ता मला विचारायचं because I am here. You can ask. Okay, if the four numbers 1 by 2, 1 by 3, 1 by 5 and 1 by x are proportional, then what is the value of x? So 1 upon 2, you're going to tell me the answer. 15 upon 2. Okay, very good. Good. Okay, see, 4 of the numbers are given in proportion. So 1 upon 2 upon 1 upon 3 is equal to 1 upon 5 upon 1 upon x. So cross multiply to solve. Okay. Wait, I'll show you this. See, I'm going to again explain this a bit. It is easy, but still 1 upon 2 upon 1 upon 3 is equal to 1 upon 5 upon 1 upon x, correct? So if you cross multiply, हमें क्या मिलने वाला है? 1 upon 2 into 1 upon x is equal to 1 upon 5 into 1 upon 3. So 1 upon 2x, 1 upon 15, cross multiply. So 15 is equal to 2x or 15 by 2 is equal to x. So you will solve it like this. Next, the mean proportion between 12x square and 27y square is. So they have given you a hint. Let k be the mean proportional. Option A. क्या है वो A option? 18xy. Okay, let us check. Good. So when we say k is the mean proportion, so k square is equal to 12x square into 27y square. So k will be equal to square root of both, which comes out to be 324x square y square. You know that 324 is a square of 18. So answer is 18xy. Good. If a is equal to b upon 2, that is equal to c upon 2, then you have to find out the ratio of a is to b is to c. So a के नीचे कुछ दिया नहीं है, means what is the meaning of that? It is 1. Okay, so a upon 1 is equal to b upon 2, that is equal to c upon 2. So what is the ratio? C upon 5 है, यहाँ पे mistake है, it should not be c upon 2, it has to be c upon 5. So a is to b is to c is 1 is to 2 is to 5. Easy. So this is option C. Now the ninth sum addendo property use की है, same as the solved example. Correct. 2 is the correct option. It is the same as the solved example which we have done. So let us move to the next. 10th. P upon Q is equal to R upon S. That is given to us as 2.5 upon 1.5. You have to find out the value of PS is to QR. So P upon Q is given to us as 2.5 upon 1 upon 1.5. R by S is again 2.5 upon 1.5. So if you take the invertendo, S upon R will be equal to 1.5 upon 2.5. Now we have to find out PS upon QR. So that means you have to multiply these two ratios. So 2.5 upon 15.1.5 into 1.5 upon 2.5, that comes 1 is to 1. 1 is to 1, option B. Option B is the correct option. So just you have to remember here, you have to take an invertendo and solve it. Because R upon S is given to us, take the invertendo. So S upon R is equal to 1 by 0.5 upon 2.5. यहाँ पे. Now next sum. If X is to Y is equal to Z is to W, the ratio is given to us as 2.5 is to 1.5. You have to find out the value of X plus Y upon Y plus W. So they have solved it by taking K. K is nothing but our constant. So X is equal to 2.5K, Y is equal to 1.5K, and Z is equal to 2.5K. Again, W is equal to 1.5K. So you have to add those two values, X plus Z, that is 2.5K plus 2.5K, that is 5K. Y plus W is taken as 1.5 plus 1.5, that is 3. K gets cut, so 5 is to 3 is the correct option. So problem 11, option C. C is the correct option. Shall we move to the next? 12th sum. 5x minus 3y upon 5y minus 3x is given to us as 3 by 4. You have to calculate the value of x is to y. So you have to cross multiply to get the ratio. So 4 into 5x minus 3y, that is 20x minus 12y, that is equal to 3 into 5y is 15y, and 3 into minus 3x is minus 9x. So take x values on left hand side, y values on right hand side. So 29x is equal to 27y, that is x upon y is equal to 27 upon 29. Option ये एक्स्ट्रा वाला है, is it? None of these. D is the correct option. So please write this down, because none of these is the correct option. Option D. So let us now move to the next one after you finish writing this. Finished? So up 13th one, A upon B is given to us as 3 by 2. So now what they have done over here is, they have taken alternando. Okay, so A upon 3 is equal to B upon 2. Then multiply both sides by 1 by 3, so that you can get A upon 9 is equal to B upon 6. This sum is there, right, in the textbook? This sum, 13th one. Okay. So now here you have taken alternando. After taking alternando, multiply both sides by 1 by 3. So you will get A upon 9 is equal to B upon 6. Similarly, in the second, again you have to take an alternando, then multiply both sides by 1 by 2. So if you see over here, B upon 6, continued proportion hai. Okay. So what is the ratio? 9 is to 6 is to 10. क्वेश्चन मार्क, खूपच मोठा क्वेश्चन मार्क, काहीच कळलं नाही मॅम आम्हाला, करेक्ट ना? आता मी स्टेप वाईज सांगते. मला जरा सांगा बरं, ए इज टू बी रेशो काय दिलाय आणि सी इज टू डी काय दिलाय? आणि okay, so first step, alternando. By alternando, A upon 3 is equal to B upon 2. Now, why they have multiplied both sides by 1 by 3? So you have to think why they have done that. See, here again if we take alternando, क्या आने वाला है? B upon 3 is C upon 5. Okay. So यहाँ पे both sides they have multiplied by 1 by 3. क्यों 1 by 3? Correct. So A upon 3 है. So that's why 1 by 3 से करना है. Okay. So multiply both sides by 1 by 3. So A by 9 is equal to B by 6. यहाँ पे multiply both sides by 1 upon 2. So B upon 6 is equal to C upon 10. Correct. So now if you can see B upon 6 is the continued ratio. So the final ratio A upon 9 is equal to B upon 6, that is equal to C upon 10. So 9 is to 6 is to 10. So option A is the correct option. Now the next one, 14th one. By the method of substitution, they have found out the values. See, अब इन्होंने क्या किया है यहाँ पे? They have taken all the ratio equal to k, which is a constant. So how am I going to write x? X is equal to 2 into k, y is equal to 3 into k, and z is equal to 7 into k. So substitute it over here. So what is the value of x? X you will substitute as 2k, y you will substitute as 3k, and z you will substitute as 7k. तो वैसे ही किया है उन्होंने. So 2 into 2 is 4k, 5 into minus 5 into 3 is minus 15k, 4 into 7 is plus 28k. So answer is 17 upon 6, k will get cut. Ratio is 17 is to 6. Option D. Option D is the correct option. Now the 15th one again, same thing is done over here also, alternando to both sides, then multiply 1 by 4, here multiplied by 1 by 2, 1 by 3, sorry. So you get 12, y upon 12 in continued proportion. So at the end, x is to y is to z is equal to 8 is to 12 is to 9. Option D. Understood? Shall we go to next? Next नहीं है का? 16th वाला, हाँ. Now 16th वाला पासना there are word problems. If you can see from 16th sum, there are a few word problems. Divide rupees 750 into 3 parts in the ratio 4 is to 5 is to 6. Okay. Let us say that the common multiple be k. So 4k plus 5k plus 6k is equal to 750. So find out the individual ratio. So when you add 4k plus 5k plus 6k, you get the answer as 15k. That is equal to 750. So k is equal to 750 upon 15, that is 50. So 4 into 4 into 50, that is 200. 5 into 50, that is 250. And 6 into 50, that is 300. So 200, 250 and 300. Option A. A option is the correct option for problem number 16. Okay, so now the 17th one. The sum of the ages of 3 persons is 150 years. 10 years ago, their ages were in the ratio 7 is to 8 is to 9. Find their present ages. Sum is given to us and ratio is given to us. So let us say common multiple be k. So 7k plus 8k plus 9k is equal to असं ideal असायला पाहिजे. Okay, so but they have specified the conditions that the present ages 10 years के बाद में है. Okay, so plus 10 plus 10 plus 10 in everything. So 7k plus 10 plus 8k plus 10 plus 9k plus 10 is 150. Find out the value of k, which comes out to be 5. So their present ages are 45, 50 and 55. Option A. If you want, write it down. जो sum difficult लगेगा, please write it down so that you remember it. Please write it down. Write this sum down. So did you get the correct answer? Now try the 18th one, everyone. I'm not going to show you the answer. First I want you to try. हाँ हाच question है ना? The numbers 14, 16, 35, 42 are not in proportion. The fourth term for which they will be in proportion is. So basically fourth term, if you don't consider, then 14 upon 16 is equal to 35 upon x. Find out the fourth term. Confuse करायला दिले त्यांनी. Fourth term दी गई है, but they have told you that they are not in proportion. So find out the fourth term. Done? 19th one. Invertendo is the correct option, 19th one. So you have to basically identify which property is used. Identify the properties correctly. First is invertendo. Okay, 19th is invertendo. Tell me what is 20th. 19th is none of these. So 19th का answer है none of these, option D. Okay, now 20th. Subtrahendo, option A. Then which is the property that is used? वर प्लस आहे का? 20th चा आन्सर 20 चा आन्सर काय आहे? सबट्राहेंडो subtrahendo. Next 21 is componendo dividendo, option C. 22 पहले क्या किया? इन 22 पहले क्या करना था? componendo dividendo and then take the invertendo. So the process is called none of these. For the 22nd one, let us check. Okay, so componendo dividendo ही उन्होंने बताया है, ठीक है. So after componendo dividendo, you will do invertendo. That they have not mentioned over here, but you have to mention it. Okay, now the 23rd one. Option C for the third one. 23. 22 componendo dividendo. आहे का? C option. None of these आहे का मग? किमया काय होत आहे? कुठे आहेस? Okay. So answer is 15. Correct. 23rd चा answer 15 आहे. आलं ना भावना? 15. हाँ, हे करा जरा आता. मी दाखवत नाही आन्सर. Tell me what is the answer for the 24th problem. 4 upon x is equal to 9 upon 27 by 2. Six is the answer. 3 into 2 is 6. हे जे आहे ना मिक्स्ड फ्रॅक्शन ते इम्प्रॉपर फ्रॅक्शनमध्ये कन्व्हर्ट करून घेतलं आणि मग क्रॉस मल्टिप्लाय 4 into 27 upon 2. 27 upon 2 that is equal to 9 into x. Option is option 6 म्हणजे कुठला option? A is the correct option for 24th. Let us go to 25. 25 is option B 2.8. So mean proportion आपल्याला find out करायचा आहे. So x square is equal to 1.4 into 5.6 which comes out to be 1.4 into 1.4 into 4. So x is 1.4 into 2, that is 2.8. So 25th option B. 26th answer B आलं का? 9 plus 5 plus 4 18. 18 upon 9 is 2. Correct. सो आपलं हे झालं 26th इज डन. नाव 27th. 30th का? Okay. Two numbers are in the ratio 3:4. If 6 be added to each of the number, then the new ratio is 4:5. So 3k plus 6 upon 4k plus 6 is equal to 4 upon 5. The new ratio is given to us as 3 upon 5, na? 2 upon 5. So multiply both sides. 15k so 30 minus 24 is k. So which is the correct option for this? 18 and 24. Correct. K की value ये है. So 3 into 6 is 18 and 4 into 6 is 24. So C is the correct option. 27 का option C. Okay. Now let us move to 28th. So A plus 4 upon A minus 4 is equal to B plus 5 upon B minus 5. Find out the correct option. B is the correct option. B is the correct option. Now A by P is given to us as 4 by 1. You have to find out square root of A by B plus square root of B by A. So substitute 2 by 1 plus 1 by 2. That is 5 by 2. 5 by 2, A is the correct option. I'll show you the 29 sum. I answer correct. Now the next. This I want every one of you to write it down. जो easy रहते हैं ना, that we are going to write. Easy वाले. Hitesh, correct. You are right, but I want you to write it down still. चलो. किमया लिहायचा कंटाळा करायचा नाही. प्लीज राईट इट डाऊन. करा शाबास. व्हेरी गुड. बघ भावनानी नोटबुक केली आहे. तिने पण नोटबुक केली आहे. किमयानी पण केली आहे. वा. अरे व्हेरी गुड. शाबास भावना. व्हेरी गुड. आय लाईक इट. सो सबस्टिट्यूट करायचं. बी मायनस सी इंटू एक्स. जिथे जिथे एक्स आहे तिथे व्हॅल्यू सबस्टिट्यूट केली के इंटू बी प्लस सी मायनस ए. जिथे वाय आहे तिथे के इंटू सी प्लस ए मायनस बी. अँड जिथे झेड आहे के इंटू ए प्लस बी मायनस सी. सो सबस्टिट्यूट द व्हॅल्यूज करेक्टली टू सॉल्व. So you have to take k common from everything. Don't get confused. Solve it correctly. ते दिलेलं आहे ना. So here they have taken k as common from everything. Okay, so that don't get confused. Then inside bracket b minus c into b plus c minus a. So multiply. So b square plus bc minus ab minus bc minus c square plus ac. Similarly here k is taken common. So c square plus ca minus cb minus ac minus a square plus ab. There should be plus minus a into minus b. And the third part, a into a is a square, a b plus ab minus ac minus ab minus b square plus bc. So if you see plus ab minus ab plus bc minus bc gets cut. Here also plus bc minus bc plus ab minus, so everything becomes equal to 0. So k into 0, answer is 0. Option B. सबस्टिट्यूट करून करता येईल नाही, पण सबस्टिट्यूट करून बघायला पाहिजे. कधी कधी व्हॅल्यू वेगळी पण येऊ शकते. यू नेवर नो. ओके, सो डन. सो वी हॅव फिनिश्ड विथ दिस एक्सरसाइज. सो आज आपण इंडायसेस सुरू करूया. पेपर. ओके, सो आय थिंक द न्यू टॉपिक वी विल स्टार्ट ऑन फ्राइडे. कंप्लीट इट एंड स्टार्ट विथ लॉगरिथम. ठीक है. सो 10 मिनट्स दी आपको टू स्टडी. 10 minutes to study. We'll start the test at 1. So I think we will stop here. Online students, will stop here for today because I am going to take a test now of all the offline students. So let us continue on Friday. Bye bye.